Welcome back to Facebook Friends Meet. This is Season 2, Episode 1, and I am very happy to introduce my friend Jeremy Kareken.
Oh, me? I thought you were maybe talking about the cat. Yeah. So, yes, hi, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Good, very well, very well.
Now, you were one of my first Facebook friends. I joined Facebook in February 2008, but didn't start really looking for friends on there until September, and we're friends since September 2008.
Can't believe it's been that long.
I know. I don't even remember it. You know, I know that you've been there, but I didn't realize we've been friends for so long. Now, we met through Bob Reynolds because you were both working after we graduated from the Actors Studio Drama School. James Lipton, you guys worked for James Lipton.
Yeah, Jim hired me. It's actually kind of a funny story about that.
Oh, okay.
Do you remember when Alan Alda came to speak to us at Inside the Actors Studio? You may or may not have been there for that.
I don't think I was there. I think I would have remembered Alan Alda.
All right, he directed a movie called Four Seasons. There's a scene in it when Carol Burnett is like stuck in traffic for a long time or something like that, and she just pokes her head up and goes, "Are we having fun yet?" And yeah, it's very funny. And then Jim goes, "Did you make up that phrase? Because I heard it a lot during that time." And Alan Alda goes, "Yeah, I think I might have." And so during the student questions, you know, when the students pop up like whack-a-moles with their
we try to raise our hand, get on camera, and ask some kind of stupid question.
Ask some kind of stupid question, exactly, and so I stood up and I was like, first of all, I should probably correct you a little bit, and he sort of looked back, and I could tell Jim was angry because every once in a while the students would embarrass him on camera.
Oh.
So. But it ended up working out okay. So, as you'll see. So I said, no, actually you didn't make it up. It was made up in 1975 by in a underground comic by the name of Zippy the Pinhead by the author Bill Griffith. So then after, I asked my question, which is not memorable. And so then ever since then, I was on Jim's radar. And then when Jerry Lewis showed up, I had the temerity to ask about The Day the Clown Cried.
You did?
Yes, his Holocaust clown film that was never released because apparently it was so embarrassing and so in such bad taste. So, and then that got written up, my little question got written up in the New Yorker piece about that when he came to Inside the Actors Studio. And so, again, Jim was like, what is it? So then, as soon as I graduated, he started putting the full court press on me, the way only Jim could do it. Like, Jeremy, I have an offer for you that will change your life and change mine.
Really?
And,
wow. You do a good impersonation in the
well,
voice.
because I've done it for a long time. and he always has the look on his face when he does that.
Yeah, I know the look.
Yes, very, and I it's grand and grandiloquent, and so I said, okay, yeah, I'll do it.
That's so
sure.
cool.
So now I'm the researcher for Inside the Actors Studio, and I have been since we graduated.
That's amazing.
And our biggest job is I am the stay-at-home dad.
That's great, and that's the most important job too.
The most important job, exactly.
You are guiding two humans.
Exactly.
And so with Inside the Actors Studio now, you're a researcher there, right?
That's right. I'm the researcher. There's no other researcher.
The researcher.
I'm it.
Okay.
So all those blue cards full of information about the guests, that's what I get to do.
Oh, okay. So when Jim's reading those cards, that's what you put together.
Yes. Jim writes the actual questions, but I give him all the stuff to write the questions on.
And you're also an adjunct professor at NYU.
I'm an adjunct professor. I teach writing at NYU, and I'm a playwright, and I'm an actor.
Yes.
I've appeared in a couple movies, a few commercials, a couple industrials.
Yeah.
And I'm a lifetime member of the Actors Studio. Got in as an actor.
What type of jobs in politics?
Writer. I was a speechwriter for the Libertarian presidential candidate in 2012.
Oh,
Gary
wow.
Johnson.
Congratulations.
Thank you. The best use of Google Chat that I've ever done. He was watching the debate, and so he decided he was going to live tweet their debate and kind of heckle from the sides.
That's great. That's kind of like what Lincoln did, right? With Stephen Douglas, he couldn't afford to do a campaign, so he followed him around.
He followed him around. I have the earpiece in my ear, and I'm G-chatting with Gary, sending him one-liners.
Oh yeah.
Like if I'm hearing it, it just comes through, and I'm just they're going on.
Perfect.
And he tweeted about half my jokes, which was good. So.
Oh my gosh, that's great. That's so
So
smart.
I could be a great presidential joke writer.
You could. You definitely could, because I know Jeremy on Facebook, and you make people laugh all the time.
Yes.
I mean, you make me laugh, and I can't hear the other people laugh, but I see their LOLs, so I know they're laughing.
Or they're at least saying "lol."
Yeah, they're at least saying "lol." And tell us about your playwriting. That's what you went to school for.
That's what I went to school for. Yes, I wrote a play called Fablunget. It was in Romulus Linney's class in school for my MFA. And the play Fablunget was, I remember I was trying to come up with a good place to set the play. And I remember about 5 years before then, I had been to the Concord, like kind of in the last year of its existence.
Yeah, that's a hotel in the Catskills.
One of the big Catskills resorts. This was, have you ever seen Dirty Dancing? It was that kind of place. Then I went to a wedding, and there was an Orthodox woman who had just lost her husband to a brain tumor.
Oh, God.
Who's a friend of a friend. I think it was a friend of my wife, actually. And my wife said, dance with her. And I'm like, I can't. She's probably Shomer Negia. She doesn't touch. Right. But she really needed to. And we did, and it was a slow dance, and she was kind of hugging me very close. It was very sad. And it was very touching, and I sort of fell in love with her a little bit at that moment, which is kind of what I think Shomer Negia is all about.
Yes, it is. Shomer Negia is an Orthodox practice where you do not have physical contact with someone of the opposite gender unless they are your parent, your spouse, or your child, or your brother or sister.
Right.
Okay.
Exactly. And what it does is it ends up preserving the eros of the situation, because you get, if you can't touch,
right.
Because nothing's more exciting than like making out if you can't go all the way.
Yeah.
And then now everything else is exciting too.
Exactly.
So,
one touch could lead to something else, so therefore
everything's dangerous.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I was fascinated by that moment, and just the what happened at that moment. And then I remember the Concord, and so I wrote this play about a Hasidic woman who just lost her husband, meeting a non-practicing guy like me, who was just kind of like, Jews are my home team, go Jews kind of thing. So, and falling in love accidentally, and what would happen.
And you have a play in pre-production right now.
I do. It is called Lifespan of a Fact. It's based on the book by John DeGatta and Jim Fingal. John DeGatta wrote a terrific essay about a suicide that happened in Las Vegas. Mm-hmm. And it's a terrific poetic essay about it. Mm-hmm. And Jim Fingal is the fact checker who was assigned to fix the facts in it. And apparently there's a lot embellished in it, but nothing lied about.
Okay.
But it was just, he took some poetic liberties, and it became a 7-year-long fight over the facts of this story. And they wrote a book where it's the argument about, he didn't fall for 9 seconds, he fell for 8. And nine is important for this, and does it really matter that it's 8? He goes, yes, it does. This is how he died, and you should pay homage to the facts. He goes, yes, but I'm trying to pay homage to a higher truth. So the play is a fight between the two of them and the editor of the magazine where he's publishing. Okay,
and I'm guessing the theme of the play is about where do you draw the line between a good story and fact with a capital F.
Yep.
Awesome.
That's what we're exploring.
Well, Jeremy, thank you so much. It was great to see you.
Well, it was great to be here. Thank you for having me. Thanks for the coffee.
Oh, you're welcome. I hope it was good.
And thank you for letting me in your home, Valentine.
You're very welcome.
Welcome back to Facebook Friends Meet. I'm a little co-host today.
I'm your co-host. Valentine the